Hi, this is Donnie bringing our weekly Bible reading devotional as we continue to read through Luke's gospel together. And we are starting off the week in Luke 14. We get some great meal scenes here where Jesus is at a dinner, and so many good lessons come out of Luke 14. But I want to highlight one of them. Jesus tells a parable where he says, if you're invited to a meal, don't take the highest seat, the seat of honor, because then maybe the host comes in and he says, wait, you shouldn't be here. You go sit in a lower seat. But Jesus says, instead, take the lowest seat. And then the host may come in and say, wait, you should come up higher. And all of this is a lesson. There in that culture, meals were a symbol of social status. Who's where on the pecking order? And Jesus is just wanting to turn that on its head and say, as my followers, be a people who take the low seat. So he summarizes all of this by saying, for everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. Now, when I hear this parable, it draws all kinds of things out of me, like reactions like, well, what if I take the low seat and I'm just left there? What if I'm overlooked? What if I don't look out for myself and I just get overlooked, or I miss out, or what if I'm taken advantage of, right? Those are the kinds of things that I feel as I hear this. And it reminds me of a song that Audrey Assad recorded called I Shall Not Want. It's a really great prayer to the Lord that she sings. And one of the lines is, from the fear of humility, deliver me, O God. Humility is one of those things that it's fearful to think of humbling ourselves, of going low, of not looking out for myself, because that I'm giving up control then of what's going to happen to me. But Jesus says, when you go low, you're never really overlooked. God sees, and God will exalt you in his way, in his time. And so that's a lesson we see throughout the Gospels, Jesus calling us to servanthood, to taking the low place, to give of ourselves, to seek the good of others over ourselves. Ultimately, because that's what he is like, what our God is like. And as his image bearers, we get to be like him and know the joy of humbling ourselves, giving of ourselves. Yes, it's a fearful thing, until we learn to trust the Lord, that he sees, he will take care of us. And there is joy in pouring ourselves out and taking the low seat. So I'd encourage you this week to think about, as you're reading through Luke, what's it look like for you to take the low seat? What's it look like for you to humble yourselves before the Lord, before others, to trust God to look out for your interests so you don't have to fight and protect and keep walls up and promote yourself? And then ask the Lord to give you grace to follow him in the joy-filled path of humility. I'll see you next time.